Welcome to the Alpha VA course. This course is created for beginners, for aspiring um, virtual assistants. My name is Althea Sagaino, and I started out as an executive virtual assistant way back in 2014. And shortly after that, I started my own virtual assistant agency. So during that time, I recruited, I trained, managed, and coached virtual assistants for my clients and for the projects that I handled for those clients. It started out as an internal training for the VAs that I will hire for the projects na ginagawa ko para sa mga clients. If you're not familiar with how an agency or how any agency works, is that we normally look for um, clients at saka projects and work, and then we delegate that to different people. So they'll start working for these businesses. So kind of just like an agency. And during that time, naghanap ako ng mga VA. I also trained people, and it's normally created talaga for the people that's within my agency. It's just for their benefit. So I can make sure na they'll give proper service at saka proper support to my clients. So it started out as like that. So in 20, I think this was 2017. So I started doing seminars and workshops mga 2016, I think. So 2016 to 2017, we went out of Metro Manila. Aside from being invited sa mga workshops and seminars, we also do outside Metro Manila, mga out of town na workshops and seminars. These are actually seminars for uh, uh, a previous community. Wala na tong community ngayon, PH Mastermind, kasi it's really for home-based freelancers. So any work, basta we just help people start their home-based careers. I decided later on to just focus on virtual assistants because it's something that I am very passionate about. It really changed my life. So I really get invited sa mga major brands na seminars so may mga kasama ko ng mga um, well-known personalities sa freelancing community here in the Philippines. I get invited sa mga radio talks. So the Alpha Virtual Assistant training, like I said, is an internal uh, it's an internal module. It's a series of lessons talaga na I just took. So hindi talaga siya yung tipong maayos na course. I would just take videos and give instructions so that the virtual assistants that will work for my clients, they know how to handle yung mga work na ibibigay namin sa kanila to ensure that they'll give quality performance, so that our virtual assistants will function with little supervision from me. And it's also to help grow more leaders within my agency. Some of the virtual assistants that I worked with, yung mga pinakauna pa, they're now senior VAs and they handle other VAs under their wings now. And, I wanted to create something more so that if they do decide to leave the team and they start their own team, they start their own agency, it's a quality agency, it's a quality business, so they can learn from me. So actually, not really. Hindi ako masyadong madamot when it comes to that. It's okay if they learn from me and then ginaya nila and they use that in their own team. Why? Because I think that will elevate everyone else. Kasi if they decide to have their own team, that's gonna generate jobs for other people. So actually, yun talagang ginawa ko. So after doing the seminars, workshops na parang one-time thing na ginagawa ko, although very, very regularly, I decided to translate the series of lessons that I have for my own VAs and create an online course for other people na I may not hire them within my agency but will still help them have their own clients. So, doon ako nag-insert ng mga how to get clients, and those are the same techniques that I use, that my client acquisition managers used na tinuro ko sa nila so that they can find clients and projects for our own agency. So whatever lessons that we have here is not just this is that. These are things na inipon namin for years and years, and we've learned from our mistakes, and that's really the essence of um, this course. This is not just to give you the know-how, but this is to give you a shortcut so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that we did, and you can start and do the job like you're a virtual assistant for years, kasi you'll be doing stuff na alam mo na yung gagawin. Hindi mo na kailangang mag-guesswork, hindi mo na kailangang isipin na paano ba 'to, paano ba 'yan, ganyan. Obviously, when you start this, even if you've taken the course na and pinaulit-ulit siya, there will still be room for improvement. But we'll be here to support you kasi after taking the course, hindi lang yan, panoorin mo yung course and then you're done. We'll be here to support you. So if you have questions, pag may malabo kayong nakita, not just doon sa course, but when you apply the lessons and you actually talk to a client, so sinabi yung client and you didn't get that, you can always go back to us and ask us. So that's the kind of support that we have here. It's still the same. It's still the same standard that I run sa agency ko, which is I give everybody everything that I can give them in terms of support and then training. Pero number one rule namin sa agency, and everybody knows this, do not guess, ask. So if unsure sila, ask the client, ask me. Okay, so it's the same thing that you'll get in this lesson. So why alpha? Kasi a lot of people think na alpha, okay, kasi my name is Althea. Not kind of, but I like to use the term alpha because the virtual assistants that we have nung nag-start kami, and this is yung parang pinaka naging challenge ko, are most Filipinos, they like to refer to themselves as introverts, sorry. I don't know, talagang cultural thing siya, or nagkataon lang talaga most of the people that we work with are introverted personalities. And an alpha is someone who takes control, which is not really something na pwede mong asahan from someone who's an introvert. So the lessons are not just for them to know kung paano gagawin yung trabaho, but also kung paano nila i-carry yung sarili nila within the business, within the project, and how they can talk to the client. Because for me, you want to succeed in virtual assistants, there's a lot of virtual assistants out there. And the truth is, kahit hindi mo i-take yung course ko, and you've probably taken my free virtual assistant course, we've had a lot of people find their own clients. Nagsasabi sila sa amin, they think as na nakahanap sila ng client without even taking the paid course. Yung free course lang is more than enough for them. So anyone can start their own virtual assistant careers. But this course is to bring out that alpha personality. It doesn't matter kung introverted ka or not. We're gonna give you yung mga techniques na ginamit ko, so I can take control of the situation. And that's very important for virtual assistants. Most people think that VAs are secondary in nature. Sila lang yung nagsusupport, inuutusan lang sila, and then ilang may sasabihin lang sila, and then tsaka sila gumagalaw. But for me, a successful virtual assistant have that alpha personality. They take control. They are accountable. They're responsible for their actions, for whatever they say, and minamandohan nila their clients. So that's one thing that I want you to remember when you're taking this course. This is for you to become an alpha virtual assistant, not just any virtual assistant, because you can be a virtual assistant by taking any other course. You can be a virtual assistant without taking any course. But becoming an alpha VA is, for me, that's the highest standard of virtual assistant. So it's someone who leads an alpha, di ba? Yung sa alpha ng pack, if you're familiar dun sa term ng mga wolves. So an alpha is a very effective person. They take the initiative. They learn on their own. They take ownership. Even if nagkamali, it happens, guys. If you're doing this and you took this course and you think maging perfection, no, you'll still make mistakes. You will still find yourself wondering. You're still gonna find yourself confused, but you'll take ownership because you know that we will support you. You'll go back to us. They just not think for themselves, but for the business, which is the back, and they are the leaders of themselves. When I talk about leaders, And people think that it's managerial, supervisorial. Is that a term? It means na parang merong tao under you. But the thing is, becoming a leader, hindi mo kailangan ng ibang tao. You have to be the leader of yourself. Um, if you can't bring yourself na i-follow ang rules, if you can't bring yourself na maging professional, you can't be the leader of other people if you can't lead yourself properly. So it starts with you. So effective virtual assistants, they charge higher for their rates. And that's the reason why I wanted to have this persona on you guys, because it's gonna help you financially. It's not just for you to get a job. Sobrang daming job doon outside. And the truth is, yung basta marunong ka lang mag-send ng application, makakatanggap ka ng job. Okay, but this time, I wanted to make sure that the students in the course, hindi lang sila set for becoming a VA, but they're set for success. And you know, a lot of people can say, "Oh, success can be many things," but you have to agree that financially is also one aspect of success. How can you be successful if marami ng utang, wala ka pang bayad, naputulan ka ng ilaw, naputulan ka ng tubig, 'di ba? How can you be successful? I mean, probably you'll be happy, siguro, whatever, but you know, and I think that it's also important for us professionals to think of money in a way na just part of the equation. Okay, so if you're someone na, oh no, Althea, ano ka ba? Hindi mo madadala yung pera sa afterlife, kung ano man yung paniniwala nyo, I really don't care about that. But you will have to agree at one point. And the reason why you took this course, you invested money on this, you invested time on this, you're bringing yourself to a commitment, not just to me, not just to this course, but to yourself. So you owe it to yourself na kung ano man yung ginastos mo for this course, kailangan mabalik mo siya. So this course, I'm telling you, will help you charge higher kahit na newbie ka, and we'll give you all of the techniques that we use for the newbie VAs na meron kami sa agency namin, and how we're able to get really good rates for them despite them not having real life experience as virtual assistants. Okay, so you'll get a better working setup. You can lead other people. So when we say get working setup, kasi some people, okay yung trabaho, okay yung pasweldo, pero they have to spend what? 20, and this is true. Sometimes some people nag-start, and nangyari sa akin to, I have to spend anywhere from 16 to 20 hours working when I was starting out. Why? Kasi, well, kasi gusto ko nun kumita ng mas marami. So, I thought at that time, para ka kumita ng marami, get more projects. Okay? But this time, getting a better working setup is the best and most practical way for you. Why? Kasi, mas magiging well-rested ka, mas magiging maayos yung mapapakita mong trabaho dun sa client. And, nag-freelance ka pa kung hindi mo naman din gagamitin yung oras mo with your family, with yourself. Okay? So that's what I want you guys to is have that work-life balance, na you have a job that fulfills your goals as a professional, your goals as a person, financial goals mo for your family, pero you're not killing yourself para lang magtrabaho, because that's not what I want for you. That's not an alpha. Okay. So if you are an effective virtual assistant, you will at some point lead other people. You'll lead the new VAs dun sa team ng client. You'll even lead the client. Okay. So this is more than getting you started. It's really to get you ahead. And whatever I say here in the lessons, it's designed in a way na uh, bibigyan kayo ng strategy at saka ng know-how na as if you are an expert VA. Okay. So, more than steps and strategies, I want you to think of that alpha personality that I've been talking about as a mindset. That's not a script. Hindi ko kayo pwedeng bigyan ng line na sasabihin niyo sa mga class, although we do have scripts and templates here. Pero, it's more than that. It's more than the words. It's how you think of yourself and how you look at yung perspective mo when you're working with other clients, when you're working with other VAs, when you're working with a project. It's a mindset. It's something that sticks with you. Okay? Kasi if mali yung mindset mo na, work lang ako, VA, okay to, basta mga client to, pwede na ang pwede na. Here, hindi pwede yan, pwede na. You have to be at your utmost best. Di ba? Sobra yung sobra yung ginagamit kong mga description. But I hope you get that. I hope that you really take this into heart. And lastly, I want you to join our exclusive Slack channel for Alpha VA students. We used to have a group, a Facebook group, and I decided that I did not want my students to uh, get their support from me on Facebook. Why? Kasi if you're there on Facebook, maraming distractions. And another thing is, it's just practical to use Slack kasi a lot of clients, especially high-end clients, they use Slack to communicate with their VAs. So, parang natatrain na rin kayo on how to use Slack. So, the link will be on the next video. So, we'll talk about Slack on the next video. And ayun, I just wanted to do this very, very quickly. And I wanted to congratulate you for doing this. Not because you took my course and you paid for my course, but I wanted to congratulate you because this is your first step to creating your own success story. Now, hopefully, I will read about in a couple of months, in a year or two, na babalik kayo sa akin and tell me how you succeed. So I wanted you to do that. I want you to share that to me and to other people para marami din tayong matulungan, tsaka ma-inspire, at tsaka ma-motivate. Okay? So, there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next lessons.